Well, hello, and welcome to this YouTube channel, my channel where I will mainly show the different artistic activities that I do in my free time, which are mainly, at the moment, drawing, illustration, and crochet. Just so you know, I recorded this dub of me talking in English after because I recorded this video first in Spanish, so if it sounds a little weird, it's because of that. Just that little disclaimer I wanted to make. I hope to bring a little footage of those things, of art I make, and I will probably do more artistic things in my life, or I don't know how to call them, but I call them artistic. But there is no life for so long, for so many activities to do. But well, if it happens, I will probably bring it. That mainly, I don't know if this channel may derive other things over time, but I always want to have it related to drawing and illustration in some way or another. It's about that directly in the videos, or just maybe I bring some story or something I want to talk about and there are little drawings in between, which could also happen, I warn you. I like to bring stories sometimes, or just talk about life or things about life, that I like to do. Well, the truth is that I had recorded this video before to start the channel, but well, parenthesis, I have had this channel for a long time, like the channel itself, but I never made something out of it. I just sometimes uploaded one or two random videos because if I wanted to share some drawing process, but nothing too serious, nothing like starting a channel. So this is kind of new. But some time ago I decided that I wanted to open one. I don't know what will come out of it. I'm kind of afraid of some things and I'm kind of like hesitating about, but I want to give it a go and give it a try. And well, I always wanted to share more of my work since I have an interest in drawing and illustration, to carry out more of this, and I would have liked to do this as a career, but it's difficult, it's difficult for everybody in the world. And I did not go there in my life, like pursuing an art career. But I would like to try to make it something else. So that's it. I left drawing very aside for a while. I felt that at one point I drew a lot, and I want to resume all that activity, all that in the artistic background that I dedicated myself to. But maybe that is for another video where I'll be talking more about all what I have been doing in my life until now, and why maybe I didn't pursue a career. But spoiler alert, is mostly because I was afraid, and I'm still afraid. But well, that's another video, I think. For now, this is what it is. This is the video now. So with all that preamble, I wanted to start this channel more formally, as I have been saying. And for that, bring different videos that, I don't know, everything is going to be related to drawing, illustration, art, and what I like doing. But also probably, maybe I'll bring stories, I'll bring stories of my life, or things I want to talk to. I like to talk a lot. I'm a very thoughtful person, reflexive, I don't know, and I like to talk a lot. And I like to mix it with drawings, so probably I will bring a lot of that. But well, this first one video is going to be about something specific. I wanted to explore an exercise that I did many times when I was more active drawing back then, and it really is an exercise that has no science at all. It's probably something it's like something that everyone should do, or maybe everybody that draws do in some way. But I wanted to bring it as I do it, or as I did it, and I had a lot of fun when I did it. The exercise is basically, I insist that this is an exercise that we all probably do in some way, the people that draw. But I wanted to show what I do. Not because it's something special or anything, but just to show. And well, the exercise was basically, I liked it. I still like to use Pinterest. And nowadays, I don't use it so much because I haven't been drawing, because I haven't been that active. But I like it a lot as a page. slash platform where you find many images, but sometimes as images a little more like more special. To be honest, probably in a search for images in Google, you will find similar images, but I don't know if. But I feel like they are kind of different in Pinterest, or there is like a different approach to the pictures. Like they are more artistic. I don't know. They are like more interesting. As you can see here, there are pictures these are all pictures I collected back then. I didn't search them now, but I think there are all these pictures that are very like Halloween look, and this is a specific folder that I made for pictures that were looking like this. And I don't know, I think Pinterest is the place where you find this sort of content and resources. Today maybe there are in other places, but I insist that it's a good place to find content like this, if you like. Remember what it was that led me to look for this idea, but I like all Halloween and all Halloween pictures and people that used to, the way they used to like dress up or put on some costumes and make costumes back then. They were very creative and they looked so creepy that they were amazing. So like costumes that were done before, like I think they did them manually. But it has all that charm of something that wasn't done in other times also. And the photos itself have that charm. And because, I don't know, I've always liked the images that are like terrifying. I like the horror theme thing. And that gives the feeling that they are a little different, or they have something different, a different element. And I like these images because you can like practice a lot of what is the perception, observation, perception, those two things combined, and like deform the images to bring something new. To see images that are so different, give me like that. I feel like inspired to and have the flexibility to deform elements from the image itself and bring something different, which sometimes with an image that is more like not that interesting to see, for me at least, it doesn't let me do that in a way, sort of speak. Probably around here I will insert some images that I made at some point from all these photos that I'm showing right now, because it is an exercise that I used to do, as I've said. And this folder is one that I put together on Pinterest with images that I liked and that I could take and do something with them. I did many of the pictures that I have shown you that I have on that Pinterest folder. I made a lot of them. I turned a lot of them into drawings. I was fascinated by doing that. That was a good time, I would say, that I had, a drawing time. And I want to rescue that and come back a bit with it and show you. You can see sometimes that pictures, the original pictures, are not like exactly the same as the photo, and that's what I like to do, to like take the original picture and give it a twist. And by looking and by having these pictures that are so different, it inspires me to do that more. Just in case, I warn you, yes, sorry, I'm a person who tends to disperse, to go all over the place, who tends to go through the branches. I don't know if that's the way correct to say it in English, but yeah, I think that in general, a lot of that is happening to us people nowadays. Like we tend to go through branches, like there are more and more people that are very dispersed, or very, how to say it, like we are getting distracted more nowadays, because the mind is everywhere. So that, sorry if I suddenly go through some subject to another and I jump all over the place when I'm narrating something. I try to stick to my like line, to the thing I'm telling, like the center of what I'm telling. But it's a bit difficult for me sometimes. And also because I'm not very conscious of writing what I'm going to talk about. Like I should do that maybe to get a little more structure. which I'll probably do in the future. I thinking of doing it to get better at this, because if not, it's going to be a little bit messy. But yeah, that's it. Also, this precise video, this first sort of speak video, it's a little bit more spontaneous than maybe I will bring later, because I need to be more organized, but yeah, I wanted to start with something, so this is it, and this exercise. Just so you know, in fact, I'm so good at going all over the place with my ideas that the first video I recorded was 40 minutes of me rumbling. And when I was editing it, as I'm not also good at editing because I'm just starting with this, I thought like, man, I can't be editing a 40-minute video. So 40. So yeah, I had to like order my ideas a little bit more. So well, for this exercise, I had to choose an image from my folder that I find interesting to draw. I chose this image of this girl with the bunny mascara, and to give it a start. I don't know exactly why I liked it, but I liked it because it has interesting elements. You can see the body. The image has more body of the girl, but there it was cut. Now I was arranging it in the program. I use today a lot Paint Clip Studio because I like to draw on my tablet, but I used to draw a lot on Photoshop before. I maybe go back to the Photoshop, or maybe use both, because both are very good, to be honest. Just so you know, my skills with drawing, I'm a little bit rusty with it, because as I have been saying, I haven't drawn too much lately. Drawn. I don't know how to say it. I haven't been drawing too much lately, because I have been doing other things. That's for another video. So I'm a little rusted, and it was kind of difficult to do this exercise because I wasn't that fluent when doing this thing as I used to be, because I was kind of fluent before. It was something a little bit tough to find out, like to realize that I lost some of my abilities in some way. I lost but I don't think that I lost the ability. I think I lost the fluency that I had, and I want to have it back. It has been difficult, I have to say, because life is different now, and I'm having some troubles doing that, but I want to try. So I have to be patient with the skills that I have now. Also, my desire in general to do things has decreased a lot due to mental health issues, I have to be honest. So of course the energy that I have now is different, and also the lack of practice, it shows. Another thing is that I never did this exercise digitally. I always did my drawings on paper first, and then when I digitalized them, when I did the line art, I did that digitally. But the drawing I always did the sketches. I always did them on paper first. I find it to draw on paper a little more comfortable. I'm used to it. The dimensions are comfortable. The way it feels with the hand, and the pen or the pencil more accurate because I draw with pencil first. But yeah, so when I did this drawing, that was also another kind of difficulty, apart from my rusted skills. And there was a difficulty that I don't sketch digitally, like on a regular basis. But I want to practice that because I need it. It's more, it lets you to have a little more of a fluent workflow, I could say, when drawing. I don't know, that's what I think. And there is the process. At the beginning, I always like to choose a blue color to do the sketch. So then the line art is maybe black or another color that is not blue. It could be blue also, of course. And as I did this drawing, I thought of maybe doing it on paper also later to see how it turned out for me, that as I was more used to that when I draw before. But yeah, just to see how I am on paper now. So I'm drawing some lines here and there just to start giving shape to the face of the girl, to the head and face. Yeah, I tend to start always with the face. I don't know about you. I think that's like a psychological thing, that when we draw people, we start with the zone of the head and face. But I don't know. It's kind of something to analyze with people, like how you start drawing a human figure, how the person starts doing it, by the face, by the hands. It's kind of weird to start drawing the hands first, or not. Am I being too judgy here? I don't know. Also, I think it doesn't say nothing about a person, of how they start, of what they choose of the human body to start drawing as a first thing. It doesn't matter. But it's kind of different to start with something that is not the head. I don't know. You can tell me what you do when you draw. So as you can see, I started talking about something completely different. That's what I say when I that's what I mean when I say I'm all over the place sometimes when I talk and when I do narration of things. It's entertaining to watch a video of yourself drawing. It's different. But I remember that I was, with my skills, very rusty when I did this at the moment to make this video, because I recorded before my drawing process. So well, I remember when I was drawing and when I was watching later this video of me drawing, the thing that when we draw, we try to like capture what you see, and it's kind of difficult to keep like the elements well positioned as according to the picture in reference, like I'm drawing, for example, here the mask and the face of the girl, and there's the eye of the girl, and there's the eye of the bunny in the mask, and you can see in the picture, the original picture, that they are very aligned. But maybe when I draw the eye of the bunny, the mask bunny, like lower, and it's like those things are the details that we have to kind of how to say it, like get better at, like with the distances that there are in the original picture. How do you draw them? Then how you draw them after, like, so the image doesn't like deform too much. But of course, I mean, that is a choice. That could be a choice too. Like, you don't have to draw exactly the picture you're drawing. You can make a version of it. And in fact, that is kind of what I like to do. I do like to keep like the proportions in some way, and keep the order of the elements of the original picture similar. Like I don't like to, for example, if the shoulder of the girl in this picture is not below her waist or something like that, I like to keep that. I like to keep the way the elements are kind of ordered. But I also, at least me, I don't draw realistically, so I like to keep like the order of the elements, as I like to call it like that. I don't know how to describe it better, but I like to keep like the position of the elements of, for example, her human body or the mask of the bunny, like the elements well positioned as the original picture, but also kind of play with it a bit. And I don't draw realistically. I don't do realistic drawing. I like cartooning. So there's also that. I give it a twist because I like when I can, and when it works for me, because sometimes I don't accomplish that. Like I don't pull that out, but it's like of my objective. Well, as I was saying, the eye of the girl and the eye of the mask of the bunny. I drew the eye of the mask of the bunny mask. I drew it lower than the eye of the girl, and that is something I would like to take care of, that they are aligned, that they are similar as the picture, unless I am choosing not to do that, you know. The drawing I was making was going kind of well. I think it wasn't that bad for the rusty skills I have right now. But yeah, I remember that I had a difficult time drawing the mouth of the girl, because for some reason I didn't like what I was doing. It didn't work for me. I don't know, and I don't know how to describe it, but it was like it doesn't work. The mouth I'm drawing, because I drew mouths, but it didn't work. Like, I didn't know how to do it to make it look good, to make it look not weird. I felt it looked weird. I don't know exactly why, but I felt it looked weird. And so I left the drawing of the mouth to the final part of my process because I just couldn't do it. Well, as you can see, I'm drawing the hands. I'm not an expert at drawing hands. I like to scribble it a bit, like doodle it. I don't intend to do perfect hands. And as I said before, I like do as a cartoon. I like draw as cartoons. So I think I kind of captured kind of well the positions of the elements. And the arm looks, I like it, but it could always be better. But the mouth was complicated to me, really complicated. I think I did something there a little, but it's like a little touch of a mouth, which doesn't work completely. When making drawings and when doing, I think, anything in life, we have to make decisions and know when to put an end to it, because sometimes it just is what it is. That is something I've been learning. I've been trying to learn my whole life, and I haven't been really good at it and making decisions, but I'm getting better at it, because life kind of pulls you to decide things. And this applies also to drawing, because it's a process too. So maybe it's not the best drawing I could make right now, but it's not that bad. And for not having been drawing for a long time, I think it's pretty decent. I would love to have my skills back as I had them before. I mean, more fluently, because I don't think I have lost them. I just have lost the practice. But it will come with time, I hope. So there again, I am at the mouth. And in the end, I pulled something that is kind of maybe weird to look, but well, you can see as I am like hesitating what to do, like not deciding, not feeling like nothing works. Something will come out eventually. Maybe I could put a sensor. Maybe I could like just draw whatever. And in the end, I did that because I didn't know what else to do, really. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. Whatever. Sometimes I feel like now that I'm kind of coming back to drawing, I really had a long pause with this. So, and I kind of, things have changed so much in my life and the way I feel about things. So that now that I'm coming back, I think it will be very different. Like the results I have, what I will put out, and it's interesting, that idea that is going to be so different to draw now. I want to be faster at drawing. I think I took a lot of time before, because I don't know, I could maybe, but life, how to say it, pulls you and kind of expects you to be faster and do things faster. I don't know if it's life or it's the system, but life, it demands you to do things faster because time is little, time is limited. So, and I used to draw. I mean, I didn't draw slow, but to like turn a sketch into a full illustration, or what I would consider a full illustration, it took me a lot of time. Just because I don't have an explanation for that, to be honest. I was slow. I'm still slow, probably. But yeah, I want to pull out full illustrations faster because time and life demands it, and I don't have that much time now. So yeah, I don't know what you think, guys, of this drawing right now. I resolved the mouth thing with that, what I did, but it's kind of ridiculous looking, probably. But I like it. I like to maybe sometimes just leave it as a joke. Just that is a joke to me. That looks like a joke, and I like it. It's okay. I mean, I have to be patient with myself. I think I have to have patience with myself because there's been a lot. But maybe I will bring another videos for you to understand and know me a bit more, if you want it, of course. Maybe you don't. So well, that's all for today's video, for this exercise. I really thank you very much for having seen the whole video. I mean, if you got to this point and saw it all, I hope you liked it. Maybe it was not much, but it was honest work. I would love if you leave some comments if you like, and if you've subscribed, it would be amazing. I would love you for that. And I will see you in the next video. And again, thanks a lot for watching and for being patient with me, as I'm trying to be with me too, with myself too. Goodbye, and I hope you have a great day, afternoon, or night, whenever you're seeing this lovely video. Bye bye, and see you on next time.